This is your Solana Daily Debrief. It's the 24th of July and it's jam-packed, so stay to the end. Bitcoin price slightly down, ETH slightly down, and Solana a little bit green. If you looked a few hours ago, we had this little wee sell-off. Everything was red, but now we're holding resistance by the looks of things. Now, Dr. Profit has just full disclosure down the bottom here. He does have a paid group, so of course, like whatever he's writing is to try and get more people to join his group. Nevertheless, he has a thesis on how everything's going to play out, and he compares something in the past with Elon getting involved, basically pushing the price down, then pushing the price up. Just the power of tweets and the power of that massive platform. So his conclusion is very simple. Thinks it's going to be a volatile week ahead. The ETH ETF launch in 2 days and Trump's participation in the Bitcoin 2024 conference will make this week crazy volatile. Again, I repeat myself, the market is in a pure bull market. I see no reason for the start of the bear, as some people would expect. But you might see a little bit of red, so just be aware of that. Now, the actual Bitcoin network hash rate has been improving. So hash rate is how you mine, kind of like validators, and the more that are online, the more bullish the miner community is. Mt. Gox refunds, thus far, at least looking at Kraken, which was one of the places that dispersed it, we've seen a major BTC outflow from Kraken, which means there's a decent number of people that are holding. And the reason why this is really, really valid is when you move your Bitcoin off an exchange, that's when you don't want to sell it, because it's very hard to sell it without going to an exchange. Now, this here has nothing to do with politics, so relax everybody. Or sorry, relax the few people that get really, really crazy. But this actually relates to like Futagi, which I've spoken about before, and just betting markets are the best form of predictions generally, because the legacy media is so far behind, or they're so one-sided to whatever their owners think, that we're not getting a true picture of what things look like. So per bets, like where you put your money where your mouth is, Donald Trump has 64% chance of winning, and Kamala Harris 33%, and Michelle Obama 2%. Crazy, those odds, I wouldn't bet on them. And also crazy, so Camilla is asking questions and maybe going to the Bitcoin 2024 conference to speak as well. This is kind of crazy, to be honest. This is basically the TLDR here. It's not confirmed, so it's still speculation at this stage. You'll be able to live stream this if you're into that sort of thing. Maybe if it suits you, if you can, this is tomorrow. I would probably watch it. I'll see if I can. And the reason being is, as soon as he says something, there could be something a little bit crazy with the markets. And I mean, we're not going to be leverage trading unless you are a leverage trader. But basically, that could give us the rise of a cool meme coin or something. Who knows? It's probably plus EV. Crypto.com has this. This is really cool. I might follow Sphere as well. So this has gone live. I don't know how many days or if it's just once off, but it looks really, really cool. They're on the Sphere in Vegas with Crypto.com. Now the Solana account is starting to put out some content, and this is really good because a lot of foundations and a lot of top projects do not value content. So this sort of stuff, I think, really is going to cement the fact that Solana is just going to take over. There's a $900 billion asset manager, Hamilton Lane, now launching a fund on Solana. Of course, it's not going to be 900 billions, and I don't know what it is. Maybe it's something like 50 billion, like, I don't know, maybe 200 million, maybe more. But either way, stuff is coming in. Next bit of news, Solana Floor has this little clip here, and at 3 minutes and 51 seconds, basically have Anthony Pompliano, who he used to work at Facebook, like had shares, made a decent amount of money, and then he had a pretty cool podcast, and then he was like partnered with and sponsored by BlockFi, and that imploded, and he's an absolute Bitcoin maxi, and then somehow he got into ETH, and now like he's slow, he's smart, he's loaded, but he's also really slow. Now he's involved in Solana, so it takes him quite a bit in order to move, but then again, we don't know if he got in earlier and just didn't announce it until he thought the timing was right. Either way, next bit of news, Kamino Finance, PYUSD, the borrow cap increased very, very quickly within minutes. So just put on the notifications so you get that tag. There was one trader that has a huge amount in a sol position, which is net positive. And then they've got a massive loan on PYUSD. So I have no idea what they're doing, but maybe they've gone and taken it, bought some more sol, deposited it. Either way, you want to put on those notifications. I will actually do a tutorial on how you can level up using this particular method. as soon as these caps get up to a point where I can actually jump in. The Kamino and Cloud Vault is still decent. It's still juicy, and Cloud hasn't really dipped in price. So you may want to consider adding some funds to the liquidity pool here. 84% boosted fees, 26% in trading fees. I guess it's smart that we have a look at actually this. So if we hodl the token pair, we might be up slightly because INF went up, and the Kamino strategy here slightly down. But I'm not sure if that actually includes the fact that we're getting extra rewards as well. I think this just takes into the account the fact that it's 26%, it was 30, it was more. So I think when we factor in the 85% gains that we're getting, this would be up with the Kamino strategy. Jup Cadets, if you're interested with being part of the Cadets PPP token council, then go and have a look in Jupiter Exchange and get in touch with the cadets. And some news from BONK. Remember the Manta rewards. There were $7 worth of rewards. I've got a video on it. But if you do not claim them, they will not be available forever. And there's another wave of rewards coming from the dog. Have a video on it. Here's me closing my eyes. BONK news. Over 4 trillion BONK has been locked on BONK rewards powered by Armadify. So I've got most of my BONK locked here, earning away. However, I had a small amount of BONK that I've also put into Infinex, which I'll cover a little bit later. So that's where my BONK is. Moonwalk Fitness. They have $3,000 in BAT and WIN denominated prizes. And this is happening a couple of days from August 26th to August 11th. So it's a decent amount of time. 10K steps. I found 10K steps too hard for me. So this might be fine for you, but I'm just on the computer too much recording and stuff like that. But this is still something that I really like, Moonwalk Finance. And if you have more Sol, you may want to get involved with Trader Cos. In his game, it's at 10 Sol as a deposit. So it's, if you don't do your steps, you're going to lose a bit of Sol. Next, we've got this here from Solana FM. So this is talking about an unusual wallet draining system. It's making its rounds again. Basically, I'm not sure how they're actually getting your funds, like a terrible website that you're approving a transaction. You still have to click into things. But if we come on down, the exploit is done in a way where they actually gain control of your tokens, and then they have permission to move things. So in the future, with airdrops, they also have the position to move airdrops and things like that. So my point here is just practice good wallet security. Don't ape into things with a wallet with a whole lot of funds. Use that burner wallet. The burner wallet can have like $5 worth of funds, $2 worth of BONK, $1.50 worth of Sol, and one little bit of USDC. Something like that. If you go into a DApp and you're unsure and somehow you lose access or it just seems a little fishy, then I do have other videos on it. One of them you can watch is like revoking access with famous foxes. But in general, I just want people just to be vigilant. There's scammers out there. There's people that are impersonating me with fake accounts and impersonating other people. Just be vigilant and you will be fine. Next bit news, Jupiter Ape has an extension. So this is so you can ape tokens anywhere safely on ape.jup.ag. This is, of course, in the meme coin realm where a lot of us fail, but could be for you. Here's some news from Mother. So Mother went up, Mother came down, but Iggy seems to be very passionate about this. Having a chat with Meow Wednesday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. No idea what time Eastern Standard Time is. Maybe, but if we used UTC, would know as well. So remember, projects out there, put in both times. It works easier. Now this here is of course not financial advice, but remember that the BONK guy has done very, very well with his BONK bags and other meme coin plays. I did the podcast with Kane from Infinex. That will be released soon. And by soon, I'm aiming for today. And his major point is conviction. Conviction is really important. This guy has conviction with meme coins. Everyone is obsessed with blah, 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 blah. And then while I'm waiting for the BNB cabal to finally launch their cat meme coin. That could be, and I have no skin in the game, Simon's cat token, a new cat dog. The token is, no tokens live, but soon. We'll all play on BNB. So maybe follow this, put on notifications, and maybe you want to make sure that you're following the BONK guy as well with notifications on. And if you don't know how to get onto BNB, then I'll link a video where you can use Debrief. So that'll be linked below and get into that. I have no idea if it's going to do well. No idea in the slightest. But I think it's worth maybe playing with and degenning a small amount. When you actually go to Bird Eye and you search for cat dog, there's a whole lot of cat dog on Solana. Probably a whole lot of cat dog everywhere. And I have no idea what the value proposition is here. Now Infinex. So I mentioned this yesterday, but there was a couple of questions that came my way. Basically, if if you deposit some of these assets, you earn a 500% deposit boost. I've asked for clarification. We do have this blog entry, but I don't have everything perfect. But I'll tell you what I do have. Jup, Ray, JTO, and W, they're the Solana ones you can deposit. And you can deposit from now, and you've got less than 3 days. Now, this boost only applies to users who deposited one of the 17 new assets during this 3-day window. And if you withdraw your Sol or USDC, you'll forfeit your boosts. So you can't withdraw stuff and then go and borrow it on Kamino and then put it back in. You can't do anything like that. Also, you don't get the boost straight away. Apparently the boost is applied at the end of the 3 days, and then it lasts until the end of the whole farming crate experience. I asked for some clarification, didn't quite get everything, but I'm still doing it. It's just the messaging is slightly confusing. Like, what I don't know is if we deposit now and then in 3 days we get the boost, do we get the boost that also included like a retroactive boost for the 2 days that we've been in it? I'm just not sure. Anyway, here is my crate run. Remember, please use crate run. Watch the video if you don't know about it. Use my referral. I'm going to go and open these 7 crates and we'll see how we're doing. My thesis and my bullishness on Infinex grows every day. It really is going to take over the internet. Well, take over the crypto internet. So you should have half of your wins should be winners. Unfortunately, I've now done like 11 and I've won 3 prizes. So not quite there, and this is nothing crazy. But still appreciate it. Go and stake it here, and hopefully we get something even cooler. Finally, Validator.com. We are hiring. If you're passionate about Solana, crypto content, and most importantly memes, this job is for you. Please go and apply. Applications close in 7 days, so change this from August to July, and you will know what we're referring to. The social media intern, go and actually apply for it on earn.superteam.fun. And just so people don't waste the time, we are looking for someone that's, really, really savvy in this area. So if you have the skills and if you can show the skills with memes that you've created and that sort of stuff, then we could be very, very keen to hire you. It doesn't matter where you're from, but you do need to have a fairly decent computer and fairly decent internet. These just make things far more efficient. Or if you have regular energy blackouts, things like that, or if the internet goes down all the time, then this is not a job for you. Now the actionables, watch my in-depth video on grass later today. So grass is Seifu, but watch the video first. Kamino's PYUSD borrow, people were notified via mail and it was filled fast, so turn on your notifications. There's a Jup planetary call at 3:30 PM UTC. Also watch my Infinex video and my intent trade video, because DeFi memes, that is what I think the cycle is. Check out Moonwalk Fitness if you want to witness a fitness, and not financial advice, but maybe you want to hold some mother for exposure. The price is kind of low and Iggy seems still very, very active. Airdrop actionables. Infinex crate, 6 days left. Staking 9K of just like Sol or USDC or ETH, that opens around 1 crate per day. However, if you put in the other assets, JTO, Jup, W, and Radium, then you will get that boost, but it applies later on. Remember Dbridge, 20 to 30K points. And if you did want to actually jump into the BNB ecosystem, you can use Dbridge to move some funds over there while you wait for whatever that new cat dog meme is. Check out Cloud and INF's Meteora LP on Kamino. And if you held VSOL, claim your vault points. That's everything today. Catch you in the other videos I referenced. Cheers.